Yeah, we'll go back around here in a minute. I'm going to carry on down here. And just see what we got. So what's in here? Heish. Right. Arts. Health potion. Oh, we need to equip those, don't we? We got 2 of those, yeah. There we go. Okay, so the 7 oh yeah, so what do potions do before I forget? So potions restore health like instantly. So they're much better than food, but food is better like outside of combat. Okay. 7 commandments again, we don't care about that. Note written in blood. Okay, to anyone who finds this note, you need to run before they start your treatment, and it makes you realize you need to gnaw at your own leg off. Christ. I promise that you are not sick, and even if you are, they will not cure you. Save yourself, as I did. I stole a small glass jar when they weren't looking, broke it into tiny shards and swallowed them all. Soon I will be free. Okay, so he's dead, whoever that was. He ate glass, I'm guessing that's what he smashed there, and he just ate it. That's gross. Okay, so that was this guy's room, yeah. Ninan, 28 male, horn to the south, keeper, Red Death stage 4. Inflammation in various organs, maintain strict isolation protocol to prevent the spread of the infection. Notify containment breach. This has given me very much they are billions vibes, like in terms of lore. Ethan, 16 male. Though the body remains a relatively good condition despite the 4th stage of the plague, the patient's mind is in shambles. It seems that the mind is the first to die. We need to observe what happens next. Yeah, it's very interesting. The lore of this game, I just love it. That's okay, that's locked. What's this? Okay, it's broken. Alright. We'll go that way in a minute. Let's just wrap around here to where we were earlier. Pretty sure these are empty. Yeah. These 2, I'll talk to them later. It's just free XP at this point, honestly. What's this? Another, yeah, dungeon clear. And that's the guy we killed earlier when we broke through the wall here. Oh yeah, did we get anything from him? Yeah, so it's in order of armor, so it's already sorted out. So we have, you can see 0.5 and this is 1. I tend to just equip whatever's the highest, so it just automatically sorts it for you. Yeah. Oh, and if you have this little icon, it just means you've got to hover over this. It's like a new piece of item you've gotten. Weapons. Okay, so dagger's better. That does more damage, apparently. We still have no shields, so we're not going to bother with that. And yeah, we already did all that. Let's put that away. Let's go down here. I think there's some items over here. Crouch. Get some mushrooms. Know what they do, honestly. I've got so many of them in the last playthrough, and I haven't used them for anything. I mean, I'm sure there's potions in this game that you can make that make life so much easier, but honestly, I've not used any of the buffing stuff for anything in this game, except when I was fighting one of the bosses. But that guy's impossible to kill, so I don't bother. I think you just have to level up a lot more. So yeah, what's going on in here? Guess we start with this guy. Hello, Helgen. Actually, let's read his little thing first. Helgen, 73, male. I don't know what that says. Red Death Stage 1. The fever brought on by the Red Death have left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He is plagued by numerous visions. Mood changes occur from emotional indifference to religious and esoteric rapture. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Leading to foretelling doom. Observe. Okay, so this guy's crazy as hell.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed. But they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
Okay, so he's mad. No point saying that. Are you free to go? Sure.
None
Leave.
of us are free. We are all bound. All place to await the king.
It's weird.
You can go if you want.
Like they can...
But you won't get far.
So they sense the king or something? Like is this virus connected to the king somehow? It's just strange. I guess we leave. You're just XP at this point. I mean, these guys do a lot of damage, so yeah, be careful. Don't need any of that stuff. It's just enough. Take it anyway. I'm gonna throw all of this stuff away soon, like halfway through the game, because you haven't got a lot of space in the prologue, and there's no way to level up because you need a campfire, which you can only do outside. Lisa, 20, female, Little Grove. Red Death Stage 3, plague progression has stopped. After prolonged exposure to concentrated weirdness, the patient's body has undergone several alterations. The mutation, however, may have halted the progression of the disease. Hold for observation. After 4 weeks, proceed with disposal. Okay, so she's dead regardless. Okay, so that's nice.
Do you see what a miracle I am?
Creepy.
Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
Kind of terrifying, honestly. What happened to you? Can I help you somehow?
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did.
Oh, well, they're gonna kill you, so...
They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine.
You look
now.
horrendous.
I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer.
Good. Okay.
Have a nice...
Yeah, you're XP. That's what you are. God, I can't even hit her because it's glitching out. Well then. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realise I could do that early on. Okay, she's got nothing on her. Oh, that was a waste of time. They give us XP, that's nice. XP is always good in this game. I mean, you can farm the game, but it feels a little bit cheesy, but it's like any other sort of RPG, you can cheese it. Not cheese it, I mean, I think it's designed that way. You just have to wait until like the next day and then all the monsters respawn on the map. Obviously, dungeons are a little different. Once like a dungeon is empty, then nothing respawns. So, oh, what's this? My dear Elfrey, I have finally arrived at the Island Asylum. Okay, so that's where we are. We're at the Island Asylum, and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vorgan said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death, and that I did very well to come here on my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me and to make sure our son... Pardon me. I write son because I can feel the truth of that which each heartbeat Ilfra is born healthy. That made no sense, but okay. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am a good cheer. I will keep you up to date on my progress. I hope to see you soon. I love you, miss you very much. Forever yours, Catherine. P.S. I'm thinking of the name of Lewin. That's a horrible name. How do you like it? Just call him Louis. Yeah, that's nice. He's probably dead. What's this? The husband of one of the Red Priest victims must be wondering what happened here. Well, how the hell am I meant to find them? Oh, let's just let's check that one. I don't know who the husband is. So. Okay, let's just grab all these potatoes and stuff. All milk. We got all this flour. Make lots of food. Food is nice early game. Oh, we have a shield finally. That's better than using our bare hands. Okay, let's equip that before I forget. We have a shield. Yeah, so shield works the same. Basically, just or you can tap it and smack him in the face with it, or you can hold and you can bash as well that way. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, but I'm pretty sure if you just tap it, that's like a parry, and then if you hold and then smack, that's like a bash. That does a bit more damage, but yeah. So, Skyrim lockpicks. So, turn it, that didn't work. Let's go this way a bit, that didn't work even less. So, let's just go this way a bit. Oh, that snapped. Okay, so do we have to go a bit further? No? Okay, so we just have to go a little bit. Or not. How does this work? There we go. Okay. It can be a little bit challenging at times. It's basically like the different levels of lockpicking in Skyrim, but it doesn't tell you. It just is like random. I guess it just depends. Sometimes they're harder, sometimes they're not, depending on where the box is. So what do we pick up? Anything useful? Doesn't look like it. We've got mana potions, which I don't care about. No, nothing of use. That's all crap. Okay. Well, let's continue. That's locked. I don't care about that. Okay. Oh, and there's a wheel as well. I forgot. So you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 loadouts, and then whatever this is. I think this is potion 1, potion 2, and your food thing. But let's do this. And so yeah, we have to fight this guy. So eat some food. It's a bit difficult. I mean, you just got to keep slashing, and then whenever they lunge, basically you just pull up your shield and it blocks it. It's just a bit difficult because you have to manage your stamina, but you can sort of just hold it and block. And then slash. It's okay. It's just I find it more fun to sort of dodge out of the way because I don't have to look at their arms and block. If it's one person, it's easy. You can just block. But if it's more than like one person, then you have to kind of have to dodge because they can attack from like different angles, and so they can like stun you. So if you block, every time they hit you, it uses your stamina. So if you get more than I don't know, like more than 2 people attacking you, then they can kind of like stun you because they stagger their attacks, and then you can't. You're just gonna get killed, especially if they do a lot of damage. Okay, he's got a jar, something on the floor. What's this? Subject 17. I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. After draining using Morgan's cut, I saw through the cerebral flax, severed nerves and brainstem, then removed the brain. Its abnormal shape suggests internal swelling. Incisions were made in the sinus? I don't know what that is. And the base of the skull, I guess that's like the nose, was left intact. Okay, finally the brain was placed in alcohol and cider oil for further study. Okay, so they took the brain out. The brain was like mutated, and they took it with them. That's fine. And we got some little diagram pictures of stuff. I don't know. And take the fish oil. That's alright. So that's good for some foods, I think. Hearts. We love hearts. There's hearts everywhere. Take that. Yeah, very graphic, very disturbing, torture and things. This place is a bit gross, but it's nice. It's a nice atmosphere, though. It's there's lots of lore, lots of little bits of paper. I quite love it. Like you can read little bits and you look at the paintings. God, that's horrible. Okay. Yeah. I believe there's a dude down here as well. Yes, there is. Okay, so we can. It just stuns him a little bit, so like that, we got away with that one. Didn't have to block or anything. Open the door. Yeah, there's a room here with a brain. I believe this is the study they were talking about in the thing. That might be in the guy's brain. I don't know. Or that might be it there. There's loads of brains. Okay, there's brains everywhere. They're just a crafting material. Use them for making armor and stuff. So pick up any tongues, any brains, basically anything you see, just pick it up. You have, in the bag, it's split into different categories here. So these are crafting. So you got common, that's basically used in everything. So that can be potions, that can be crafting, that can be food. I mean, there are some strange recipes that you can find that are like jokes. So that's why I think it's under common. So they're used everywhere. Cooking, that's purely food, nothing else. Venison, beef, and cabbage and all that. Handcrafting is like making arrows, armor, swords, anything you just craft, like a smithing sort of stuff. They call it handcrafting for some reason. Alchemy is just potions. Purely potions. Obviously, some of the stuff is used in quests. But apart from that, there's potions, smithing, cooking, and a bit of everything. So, yeah, try and keep everything in this category. I tend to just put into the stash that you will see later on once we leave this place. Once you get to the first safe space, you'll have a stash. Oh my god, what's this? Note of weirdness mutations. The mutation changes are not significant, although they span the internal organs. The heart enlarged to the size of 2 adult fists, increased pulmonary function, etc. Among the contents of the stomach are remains of undigested human flesh, most probably belonging to the deceased, visible bite marks on his arms. Okay, so he ate bits of himself. Mutation area overall, the amalgamation of human and porcine internal organs. A 2-chamber stomach with significant increased capacity and unnatural tissue fusing the hooves with the body. The heads joined together in shapes worse than any nightmare. Okay, so it's like a mutation. So is this part of the Red Death? The Red Plague? I don't know what this is. Oh, is this just a mutation test they were doing? I don't understand. Okay, so he ate bits of himself. He got a stomach. I guess the stomach is so that they can eat like other humans or other creatures, I guess. It's sort of like a vampire kind of thing. Like vampire werewolf kind of mutation magic stuff. Come on. Oh, go away now. Went too far, that's why. Yeah, sometimes you can overshoot it and that gets a bit annoying. What's in here? Missed this one. Brain. Some dead person. Heart, brain. Basket. What's this? Experimental treatment report. I received 3 patent. Oh my god. I cannot read. I received 3 patients with mild Red Death symptoms and tested a new treatment using Weird Beast bone meal. Okay, it's a Weird Beast sort of thing. I'm guessing they're just mutant beasts, like animals and stuff. Patient 1 had typhoid, not Red Death. I burned the body. Okay. Patient 2, by day 3 she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair and screaming. By day 5 she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insight. Patient 3, less effective. The disease progress at the usual place, but his mind is clear and continue observing. Conclusion, despite mixed results, I don't consider the treatment a failure. Okay. So this is the one that made the zombies, I'm guessing, that we just fought. I'm assuming. Unless they were just dead people that came back to life for some reason. I'm unsure, but then why was the door locked? I don't know. Yeah, because there was like 3 zombies. These things, whatever they are. What were they called? Undead. Okay, so maybe they're just dead, I don't know. Maybe there's even worse monsters that I'm not aware of. What's this one? God, I don't have that many lockpicks. There we go. Actually, I have like 10, that's fine. Oh, bones. Lots of bones, always bones. Another heart, of course. I'm kind of getting sick to death of looking at hearts, but it is what it is. What's this? Father Vegan's notes. This is the guy from earlier. Okay. So, oh god, right. So that was the woman that left the note earlier that we just read. Catherine. So this was, I believe, the guy's wife or something. I can't remember. Catherine Gisgard, female, age 22, constitution short, skinny, 7 months pregnant. Symptoms typical of the Red Death. Pale red spots on her face, neck and arms. Cause of death, childbirth. Notes. Exposure to the weirdness might have altered the woman's psyche, anger outbursts, melancholy. As for physical alterations, the fetus seemed to be much more affected by the weirdness than the mother, as if it absorbed it all. Okay. After the first standard session, the fetus started to grow rapidly. After the second season, its mass had tripled. It needed to be extracted from the womb. The torso head of the fetus were unnaturally overgrown, but its limbs were weak and flabby. Despite its monstrous appearance, it turned out to be good visibly. More research on subject 38 to follow. The mother did not survive. Okay. I believe they both died based on the skeleton in the corner. I believe you can see the child, yeah. Child's here. Yeah, so he's got like 4 arms. Or 3, or 2 arms on one side, I don't know. Like, weird. Kinda creepy. Anyway. Did I not read this? Patient red death. Yeah, we read these already, okay. I don't know why I got another one. Karen died, childbirth, one of the cells on the side, actually tell her husband. Okay, right. Do that later. Okay, so that is the other way to go. We need to get in here. We can't get in there. Brother Saffron, it would like to remind you of what I have mentioned numerous times before, namely the alchemist station should be cleaned after each use, especially when you are so careless with caustic and toxic substances. Also recommend, oh my god. Dyslexia. It's not good. I also recommended that you refresh your, oh no, I missed. There we are. Especially when you are so careless with caustic and toxic substances. I also recommend that you refresh your elementary knowledge about the ingredients of healing concoctions. Those are alcohol and sage, not poisonous plants and hearts. Okay. If this kind of negligence continues, I'll be forced to ask Father Vugan to revoke your privilege to use the laboratory. May the word of the prophet be your grace. Okay, so we unlocked small health potion and mana potion. That's nice. We got a pickaxe that allows us to knock down this wall. So there are some rocks in this game which you can just mine through, and that lets us like continue on basically. Smack and smack. Now we have a lot of enemies here, so bear with me. Not entirely sure how to talk while I do this, but bit slash, use the shield, stab me, there we go, and then you die. Oh, he hit me. Was too close. Didn't see him swing. Okay, so you see I'm out of stamina as well. That's dangerous because I can't block or anything. So we can block from here. There we go. Slash, slash, slash. I didn't mean to do that one, but yeah, he's dead. That worked anyway. That's 2 of them. Is there not 3? I thought there was 3 of them in there. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, I guess there's only 2, and that's blocked off. This is not mineable. I know it looks like it should be, but it's not. That's not a sword, that's just a pillar thing. And then these are a bunch of prayers and stuff that I'm not going to bother reading. They're not relevant, they're all just praying for different stuff. This is a spell, blood transfusion, which I am equipping. I mean, I don't need it right now, but it is very useful later on. I put that down here. And the pickaxe goes here, and then we'll have a spade here for later. Guys, this is sort of the setup I do with a one-handed build. This is why I like one-handed weapons instead of two-handed. Because I need this blood transfusion spell, because it's like the only way to deal with a certain type of enemy later on. And they're so annoying. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're just irritating to hit. Because they fly around and you just can't hit them. So blood transfusion is a necessity, even if you're not playing a mage. That's why I also think two-handed weapons are kind of stupid, because they use so much stamina, and you can do almost the same level of damage with a one-handed weapon if you build it correctly. Especially there are some very good one-handed weapons in this. What's this? Brother Cyrus, 33, male asylum, male island of asylum, Red Death stage 5, self-experimentation, wants to know the patient's perspective. The aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli or patient's experience. Treat like a common patient. Okay. Very good, sir. What are you up to today?
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
Kind of feel like we should not be this close to people, but whatever. Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself?
Yes, I did.
Stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
Right, okay. So he wants me to stay and not run away. You understand what? Why are you locked up? Do you need any help? Honestly, I feel this guy's just staying here. Let's just go for it.
The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden.
Okay, so they all kind of went a bit mad and started killing everyone, essentially.
I'm so
Instead of trying to cure them.
sorry for all that we've done.
I suppose you lose hope. You kind of have to take the extreme route to try and cure it, especially if it's killing loads of people.
There's just no other way.
Yeah, still a bit messed up. Why are you locked up?
When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work.
You don't look well. It looks like your illness has progressed quite far. Sure.
4th stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The 1st stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the 2nd to 4th stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me.
Okay, so you don't turn into a monster, you just, like, die. You're mad, and then you just sort of stop working and die. Turn into sort of a vegetable. And then you die. And then I guess some of them come back as undead because of the weirdness. I'm guessing. I haven't got a clue. Do the Red Priests really cure the Red Death? Obviously they don't.
May the Prophet's word be a safe.
Alright, well you're XP now, so please... Oh, this heavy attack, by the way. You can hold it down and your stamina. See, the stamina depletes and it's... I mean, honestly, I think this guy's a one-shot kill anyway, but, yeah, it does a lot more damage than the other attacks, but it uses a lot of stamina. I mean, it's not worth it. Honestly, little attacks I think are better. Unless the guy doesn't really have a lot of health. It depends on what you're doing, really. Okay, I mean, actually sleep in here, which I'm going to do. Only for a little bit. It doesn't really matter in here. It's sort of time locked, so there's no problem. But if you can see we got well rested. Now, if I pull out my weapon at the bottom, on the bottom left, you can actually see all of your status effects. So, obviously, the big skull and bones with the red around it, that's the Red Death. Like I said before, we have the Red Death. Our dash ability, we got 2 dashes. And then this new one, the green one, is our well rested buff, which we can see in more detail in here. It's on a timer. Increase experience gain by 10%. So I'm pretty sure everything just gives us like 40 XP at the moment, so now they give us 44, which not that big of a difference, but every little helps, especially in a game like this, and we're on veteran mode, so I am sure something will murder me very quickly.